Okay, so what I needed was I needed a hole through this bolt. So what I did is I went and just bolted it through the bottom of my stand here, lined it up, and then I used a nut and a bunch of washers. But you gotta keep that drill bit cool. All right, so what we ended up with didn't come out perfectly straight, but that's okay. All this is a clutch adjuster bolt. So now I can take this, yep, climb in here again, and thread this into here. And this threads all the way in. This Heim has threads on it. And then I can shove this here cable through that. And then I'm going to put a lock on the end of this. And then I can be able to adjust it from here on the pedal itself. And that'll be plenty enough for this mechanical clutch. And I debated on like cutting this and making more and shit, but no, fuck it, I don't care. As for my brake, doot, doot, brake will be just fine. It is gonna be left foot brake, unless you absolutely have to, but with the way this is set up, it'll be really hard to do a right foot brake. But left foot braking will be just fine. It's pretty much a fucking go-kart anyways. And this piece of steel here is just a piece of scrap I had laying around. The actual floorboards are gonna cover this, but I needed a thick piece of plate here in order to mount these to the floor. I don't want them bending or moving around or anything. Servicing the brake fluid will be relatively simple, not a major issue. I am going to be putting that second bolt in the floor here. I'll put a bolt in there, but at least this way, all I needed right now is to be able to access it. So we'll get that straight, we'll get it bolted in there, and then the clutch pedal will be fine too. But that's how I'm setting up my clutch pedal and brake pedal. And there's just enough room for your left foot. And I did try this with my boots on, and I can still clear this thing here. There's that, and then the clutch. I have tiny feet, but it really don't matter. And my knees aren't bent too badly. There is no adjustment to this at all whatsoever. So seat, steering wheel, pedals. If I ever sell it, whoever buys it's just fucked. Ladies and gentlemen, I know shit is fucking clusterfuck right this second. But here's where we're at. I chopped off this entire back part of the cage and the top part because I'm gonna redo it all. Right now we are bending up the upper rail at a 1-inch 120 wall. It slips in here. We're gonna weld that there. We're gonna do a bend here and then work our way around back to the other side. Then we'll come off of here and we'll do some like kind of loop-de-doop, and then we're gonna go up here, up and over for our top bar. Then we can connect that to that, and then that is gonna come down and something like that, I believe. But as of right now, I've pulled the torsion bars. I'm gonna make caps for that and then bolt through that onto my Heim joint connector, swing arm connector here. And there's one of my coilovers. The other one is over there on the bench. Shit is fucking fucked up around here right now. We're gonna move the we're gonna mount the coilover either right here or here and go like up to here or something like that. I did get a new exhaust. Look at that. I also need to trim that and cover those. I moved my steering column. So I moved the steering column and made it straight in order to make that a little bit easier to turn and get my feet under. I moved my brake pedal from there over to here and then throttle pedal over to here. Just gives me a lot more room for my feet to play. And throttle is hooked up, so it goes all the way across the bottom to there. Works nice and smooth. And the brake and the clutch, it's pretty stiff, but it works. That's where we're at right now. Okay. So I got this rear bar bent. This upper rear bar here. That's 25, that's 60, 60 and 25. And then, because you got to remember that that's not actually flat, so it didn't need to be 180 degrees. Again, I got those done. I got to build the plates for those to bolt it to. And then I need to make the shock brackets, and then I can put it back down on its own wheels. But I don't know how exactly I'm gonna go about the rest of this situation. I set this tube in here just to kind of see what would happen if I went straight across with it. But I think we need to come up in the rear. And I'm still debating on going from here to here and then down to there just to support that a little more, but we'll see.